Hello everyone, cosmic children. Here I am back after a bout of flu, cough, cold, COVID, who knows. Anyway, I'm very much a believer that the energies need to be right and I needed to rest and get over that illness. But here I am back ready to go and the energies are good. So we have Sunday the 12th of October 2025. So it's a good few days since I did a face-to-camera video, but I'm back in the seat. Brilliant. So I have felt drawn to do a reading today on the apple harvest. The thumbnail to this video is a lovely little tray of apples from our very sweet Bramley apple tree, which we planted either the year of moving in here, which was 2016, or the next year, 2017. So it's quite a young tree, but this year, as very many years, has just given so many apples. And so we have gathered the fallen apples up and have taken them to our lovely local person, Alan Berry. Hello, Alan. I'm sure he won't ever watch this video, but if he does, hi, Alan. Who lives in the village where we do, and he squashes many apples and makes cider. He makes award-winning cider, and I'll put the link to Blackmore Vale Cider in the description box below if you're interested. It's on sale in Somerset, Dorset, Wiltshire. It's very tasty cider. I think last year he won a gold award for the medium cider, something like that, but it's definitely cider with papers. So if you like cider, and that's very much a Somerset product from all the fruit trees here, historically and now. It's worth going and looking up. So, very much into trees at the moment. Quick description of the of the table. I have smudged with the sweetgrass that never wants to smudge. Got a couple of wafts, so it's done its thing. We're being graced by the unhewn clear quartz crystal, which is on the PC. And interestingly, when I was walking the fields the other day, I found an old button, and the button is gracing the decks. This is the button. I will show it to you. It doesn't look much. That is actually silver plating on one side. It's a small button, and if we turn it on the other, we can see there's a little loop there. This button is actually very old. Now, as many of you know, my other half is an archaeologist, and I asked him about it. He didn't know, but he put me in touch with a specialist called Brian Reed or Redding. I'll put Brian's link in the description box below as well. So from photographs sent, Brian says this is somewhere between 1650 and 1750, this button, found in the field. Tweels Ground field, where we live. So that button is gracing the decks that we're going to do the apple harvest reading with. As ever, Radiant Wise Tarot, and of course Woodland Wardens by Jessica Rue. Very much into the trees at the moment, guys. I'm very, very drawn to trees, and that's going to be a theme running through the whole of autumn, I think. I'm so excited and happy that you'll join me on that journey. I will read you a bit about what Glennie Kindred says about the apple. If you haven't got her book, please go and get it. Take a photo shot. I'll put her link in the description box. And I recently went to a talk, well, my other half and friends and neighbours, we all went to a talk by this amazing man called Gordon Field, who is a dowser. He douses water, but he also douses trees, works with energy in different ways. He's written this beautiful book here called Tree Man. Go and have a look at that. I'll put the link to the book and to Gordon in the description box also. This is someone who's amazing. I won't go into everything he does here because it's many videos worth anyway, but I do want to go and spend time with Gordon and ask him to help me douse trees, the energy of trees, or have more of a conversation with trees. And this is what he does. He's the expert. And he's in Somerset, same county, a bit further away, I think, near Taunton. So watch this space for that. And there'll be more information about trees, how trees communicate with us, and our communication with trees and what they want to tell us. Okay, so today, the sun has come out, lovely. We're going to do a reading on the message from Apple, or Quert, Q-U-E-R-T. Let's see what Glennie says about Apple. There's so much, isn't there, here? Wow. So I'll read you the first bit, and then I'll read you the bit about the wassail and tell you why I'm reading that. Underlying energy, the crab apple, she says here. So it's not apple as such, but crab apple. Malus pumila has thorns bred out by the growers of the cultivated apple. They both have similar properties and a long history of myths, legends, healing uses and customs. In every country, this generous tree grows. Apples are regarded as sacred, magical, a symbol of the earth's abundance and fruitfulness, a means to immortality, a cure for all ills, and a gift of love. Now that is a real truism, because we have those phrases like an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Apples are really good for us. They really are. They really help maintain health, regulate blood sugar and lots of other things. And, you know, I try and eat apple in some form every day if I can. Now, the apples that we've taken that were fallen to Alan's for squashing into cider, we expect the cider, he said, about just before December, time for Christmas. I will have to keep a portion of that cider for libation. Libation as in pouring around the base of the tree in January, February time, end of January, February time, when I want to wassail that tree. And I did wassail that tree last year and the year before, and I think the year before, probably most years since I've had it. So let me just read you what Glennie Kindred says about wassailing. Wassailing. If you have apple trees, revive this ancient custom between winter solstice and 12th night. Oh, there you go. So it's actually sort of the beginning of January, isn't it? Make a hot, spicy apple drink or cider in a bowl and gather round each tree. Toast the good health of the tree and thank the spirit of the tree for the fruits to come. How lovely. Yeah, so it's before 12th night. Is that the 6th of Jan? So it is early in the year. Brilliant. So I'm going to be doing that for our lovely apple tree this year. Okay, spirits, please can you give us some information? Thank you to the button of the field, the 17th century button, for guarding the cards. Please may we have some information. We're going to also clarify with a charm from our bag of charms. I have pre-shuffled. In fact, I did use these cards yesterday when I went to see my dear friend Jan. Shout out to Jan and Malcolm. Hi guys. For an impromptu, oh, that did not take very long at all. Beautiful. That's gorgeous. Okay, guys, I'm going to do the intuitive read and then go to what they say in their little book. Although I very often kind of disagree with what they say there about the card, especially the minor arcana. Okay. Let me have my sip of tea whilst I contemplate the Queen of Wands. This is a lovely, lovely card here. Look at that Queen of Wands. It's a very relaxed energy. It's confident. Of course it's confident. She's a queen. She has her staff, which is lovely. Apropos staff, slightly diverging from where we are, I did notice that one of the farmers in the fields has cut a hedge very vigorously or even violently, quite near the fallen willow, and lots of hazel staffs came down as well. So I have gathered up a hazel piece of wood which will become a staff. As I say, I'm very much into the wood, working with wood through the winter, moving forward. This is going to be a theme of the channel, and one I hope will last for quite a while. So there is the Queen of Wands, sort of looking to the side but looking straight at you, bit of a side glance. bit of a side glance, holding a sunflower, sunflowers of course, and then beautiful abundant sunflowers on the throne where she is seated, and she is flanked by many lions. Lions are courage. At the front on either side of the queen are lions, and in the decoration. The crown that the Queen of Wands wears also has green foliage. If you can just focus on the foliage. So the Queen is sprouting. This for me is the crown chakra, and it's, you know, you're getting downloads. Listen to those. Be guided by those. So it's major arcana. I mean, this is pretty flipping cool, guys. Yeah. There's a few messages for me here too, of course, for myself and for yourself, for the collective. As ever, take what resonates, leave the rest, guys. And if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe. We're nearly 50 now. We are nearly 50 subscribers. Help me grow the channel. I can't do it without you. You are the most important aspect of Two for Joy Oracle. So let's have a look. What do they say? So it's abundance. It's I'm relaxed and confident here. I'm focused straight ahead, even though I'm sort of pointed over there. And for me, they're pointed in the past, but looking in the future. That's interesting. Directly looking at me, head turned to the right. Left hand is the sunflower, right hand is the staff. And we have a lovely little puddy cat, the black cat at the base, by the feet there. As we know, black cats are very lucky. This one isn't coming or going, but is planted in a sort of familiar-esque way by the Queen's feet. Let's see what they say at Radiant Wise Tarot for this. See if it gives me any more. And the number, oh, well, it's major arcana, isn't it? Oh, sorry, minor arcana. Sorry, flu brain's still on. Queen, dark-haired woman, friendly lady, chaste, amiable, dignified. Okay. You may be coming across a female of that description. And in that sense, perhaps there is a dark-haired lady in all of us. Not quite sure how it relates to the apple, but it relates to the apple, I feel, in terms of abundance. When you look at the tray of apples in the thumbnail, you see abundance, you see fecundity, you see fruition, fruits literally having fallen and being plucked from the ground. Windfalls. That's the other thing, windfall I'm getting here. This is interesting. So you could be coming into money. This is what I'm getting intuitively from the card. Abundance, windfall. And as she said, our wonderful Glennie Kindred about apple. Great for healing. A gift of love, a cure for all ills, abundance and fruitfulness, a means to immortality. A means to immortality. When I hear words like that, I feel that it's about connection back to source. So you could be getting downloads. I've had a good old few downloads myself since the full moon in Aries a couple of days back. Pay attention always to those. This is why I will and must spend more time with the woods, with the trees and outside all through autumn and winter, because I get a lot of downloads when I'm doing that. Very important. Good. Feeling very positive. Can we have a further clarification or more information, please, from the Woodland Wardens by wonderful Jessica Rue. Hello, Jessica. To support our Queen of Wands, minor arcana. There you go. Still mini flu brain going on. I'm back to about 95% functioning at the moment, which is good. I'll take it and go with it. What have we got? Oh, that's nice. We've got a few, but I'm only taking the top one because that's what I feel drawn to do. Lovely. The boar and the pumpkin. I love this, guys, because we, of course, are in the season of the pumpkin, aren't we, in October? A couple of weeks away before Halloween, which is really important for, you know, those who celebrate it. But those who celebrate through paganism or Wiccan or any other kind of earth law connection with Mother Nature. And the word is confidence. And that is the Queen of Wands, right? Confidence. The boar and the pumpkin. Yes, look at that. Let's try and get some light on that beautiful boar. I lived for a while in Germany for about 7 years, at the end of the 90s into the early noughties, and they have wild boar there. Oh, it's amazing. They're such amazing creatures. Beautiful. We don't have them here anymore. Haven't had boar in the UK since the Middle Ages, when they were all hunted to extinction, unfortunately. And there we have the beautiful pumpkin. So people will be whittling away their pumpkins in a couple of weeks' time. I may do, not sure. But we're talking about confidence here. So the pumpkin, again, such a beautiful fruit of this time. Yeah, so we're being asked to remember confidence. Step into your confidence, my friend. The confident, become or be the Queen of Wands. Connect with that part of you that is the Queen of Wands. Fantastic, love it. This is what Apple is saying to us, Quiet. May we have a charm to close the reading for our lovely cosmic children at 2 for Joy Oracle. Let's have a look. We may take 2. Let's just see. Left arm, heart of the matter, please. May we have one. Thank you. Ah, beautiful. These need a bit of a rub. Might need to clean some of these off. Getting a bit discoloured. But we have a very big, and I've got 2 of these, a small one and a big one. And it's the wishing bone. Confidence. Place your wish. Make your wish. And it could even be that wishes are being granted, my friends. I think when this is coming up. And this is, as I say, I have 2, and this is the big one. So this says to me, step into confidence. Eyes on the prize. Eyes on your path. You can be confident because a big wish is coming in. You may not see it. You may not anticipate it at all. But it's coming in. One more. Periphery of the matter, please. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, lovely. That was also very lucky. So it's pulling out the magic rabbit from the hat. Here we go. And he's enamelled. The rabbit is enamelled. So it's extra emphasis on the luck. There's 2 luck symbols here. That's great, isn't it? Feels auspicious. Lucky. Serendipity, I think, is in this space. That's what I feel. And that was one of the cards I pulled out yesterday. So we have the Queen of Wands, remain confident, eyes on the prize. And, you know, you're being given, you're being granted a big wish. And there's magic at afoot, magic at work here. And it's white magic. Look at that white rabbit. Very, very lucky. White is the colour of the divine also. So this is what Apple Quiet is telling us today. What an amazing reading. Thank you so much for being here. As I said, tell your friends, family, come over and see Carrie at 2 for Joy Oracle. And importantly, subscribe, capital S. We want to build the numbers. Directly after this video, I'm going to go and see a beautiful local hollowed out oak that's very magical. I've now got access to that, having, with permission from the trees and bushes, trimmed, so I've got better access. So I am going to do a short. That'll be the next thing after this video, a short on the hollowed out oak. And I also want to do a longer video on what I pick up from that hollowed out oak. So all that remains for me to do is to say, have a lovely rest of the weekend. Thank you for being here. It's been an absolute pleasure. I will see you in the next one. Thank you, Spirit, for your messages. And I'll see you soon. Short will go up probably in a couple of days. And we'll catch up again with each other very soon. Bye for now.